Hello, friends, and welcome to my new episode. In today's video, I'll be talking about a regional film that I have recently seen, and according to me, it's one of the best films of the year so far. It's a Malayalam movie called Joji, directed by Dilesh Pothan, and I have no hesitation in saying it's the best film I've seen so far this year. It's a fantastic movie, and I think it'll need a lot of catching up by other films to match up to this one. I knew very little about Joji before I started seeing the movie, excepting the fact that it was an adaptation of Macbeth. Now, that itself was quite appetizing for me because Macbeth is one of my favorite plays by Shakespeare, and the Indian versions of Macbeth have set quite a high benchmark, especially Vishal Bhardwaj's Maqbool, starring Irfan and Tabu and Pankaj Kapoor. And so I was most intrigued that, how would this movie turn out? But I must confess that when I started seeing the movie, I was really surprised because, yes, it has the essence of Macbeth definitely throughout the story, but it's been so beautifully adapted and so brilliantly written that it almost looks like a modern story, an original story set in the social structure of modern Kerala. It's a story about a dominating father who lives with his three sons, one of whom is a divorcee and alcoholic, the other is married, and the third one is Joji, who is the youngest son, and in comparison to his brother, he is physically weaker, he is timid, he is reticent, and at the same time, he's an odd mix because he's also very sly, and he has this burning desire, this uncontrollable urge to get rich, to have power, to have money, and he knows that he is physically or intellectually not capable of either of those things. So he is an odd mix who is constantly fighting his own battles and putting on a mask of normalcy in front of his family members. Now, Joji is this brilliant story of family dynamics, and because yes, it is an adaptation of Macbeth, there is this sense of impending doom. You know that something is going to give and something terrible is going to happen. But the way it has been shown, the way it has been handled, is absolutely brilliant. Be it Dilesh Pothan's direction or the writing actually by Shyam Pushkaran, because as I said, the essence of Macbeth is there, but otherwise it's a completely original script, and it's so beautifully adapted and set in modern times. So Shyam Pushkaran deserves a lot of credit for some great writing. And cinematically, the film is absolute magic, whether it is Shiju Khalid's photography or the editing by Kiran Das is absolutely phenomenal. And according to me, one of the main heroes of the movie is also Justin Verghese, who provides some fantastic score, a fantastic music score for Joji. It is atmospheric, it is chilling, it is brilliantly subtle, never in your face, never over the top, but it is always there as per the mood of the film, enhancing the mood of the film, creating the mood of the film with some beautiful and appropriate music. So it's a cinematic masterpiece actually, Joji. And coming to the performances, whether it is Onnimaya Krishna as the Onnimaya Prasad as Binsi, the sister-in-law of Joji, who's the only female character in the movie, or Babu Raj as Joman, the elder brother. They're absolutely fabulous performances by them. And what I really like about this adaptation is Unimaya Prasad is, as I said, Binsi, the sister-in-law, who is the embodiment of Lady Macbeth. But she is not driven as much by ambition and greed and desire as she is by a sense of freedom. She is trapped in this house with a dominating father-in-law, a strong elder brother-in-law, and her husband, who also has aspirations and ambitions, but is weak enough in front of them, and he cannot, even ask for what he wants or what he thinks he deserves. And she is trapped in this marriage, she is trapped in this family, so she is looking for a way out, she is looking for freedom, she is looking for salvation, but it is so subtle. The power play that is at work in Joji, in the family dynamics of Joji, is so subtle, but it is always there. It is always there, And the way she manipulates and the way she makes things happen without really overtly taking part in anything is simply fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. And of course, the movie belongs to Fahad Fasil. He plays the title role of Joji, and he is simply magnificent. He is absolutely awesome in his performance as this oddball of a character who can be skillful and sly at times, and distinctly slow and lethargic and casual at other times. But all the while, brewing inside him is this sense of his ambition, his greed, his lust for power, his lust for getting more than what his brothers can get, getting more and getting it by any means, and how an unfortunate event in the family is the trigger which sets him off, and he starts scheming and planning, and he starts giving a picture to his greed, lust and ambition. And Fahad Fazil is absolutely magnificent. It is the performance of the year so far, just as Joji is the film of the year. It is available on Amazon Prime, and I will absolutely insist that all of you watch Joji, and because this is the movie not to be missed. The combination of Dilesh Pothan and Fahad Fazil have given us great films earlier, but I think this one just takes the cake. It is absolutely the best movie of the year, and a must watch. So do watch Joji. It is available, as I said, on Amazon Prime, and let me know in the comment section what you thought of this film. That's it for this week. Until the next time, bye for now.